It's great to be here with Charlie and Lizia, two of our interns from last summer, and really great to just catch up and find out what's going on now as well, a year on. I can't believe it's been a year. It's nice to have the sun shining back again, and it would be really great to hear from you guys as to what's been going on. So maybe before we do that, if you want to introduce yourselves, so Lizia, if you'd like to go first.
Yes, so I'm Alicia, and I just finished my undergrad in psychology with neuroscience at the University of Sussex. And yeah, that's all about me.
I'm Charlie. I graduated last year also doing psychology, and I've now moved into a new role very recently, working as a data analyst with a company called Consult. So
Wow, so tell us more about that then. More about
I got in touch with Ed through you. So and kind of had a few chats throughout sort of the week about kind of what the role would be about, and I felt like it was the kind of thing that gave me a lot of opportunity to build upon stuff I'd learned at university, the kind of experience that you won't get on a course. So I saw it as a really good opportunity. It's something that I've been able to do part-time as well when I want to continue on studying further next year in September. So it looks like a really good opportunity for me, and I'm happy to be doing it now.
Excellent. Well, it was great to see outside you had the art studio window open as well. Obviously, wearing my art t-shirt today. I'll wear an art t-shirt any day, but it's really great to see that you found something that encapsulates studying, maybe the internship last year, and a bit of R as well. And Alicia, tell us more. So you've just finished. We can't quite say graduated yet.
Yes.
But
no,
you just finished. So what now?
Yes. So since I finished my internship with Datacove, I did another internship as a marketing and design intern for a femtech startup. And since then, I've just been upskilling myself in more sort of marketing direction. So I am currently working part-time as a sales and marketing assistant at a company that does printed cartons for different companies. And I also do some freelancing for a furniture shop, managing the social media as well. So definitely a bit of that creative side that I've always had in me, but also, the data analytics that I've done with you, trying to utilize that to, make the content as good as possible. So yeah.
So this is a no pressure question, and I'm just interested. Marketing or data and analytics, what do you prefer?
I think I like the creative side of marketing quite a lot, but I think there's no marketing without data analytics. Yeah,
that's a good point. You need to be able to measure the effectiveness.
Yes, you need the numbers. You need the numbers. Yeah.
Both of you have got a psychology background, having studied psychology. Now, a lot of people, when I talk to them about this, say, we've got somebody that studied psychology in the company. We've had some interns that studied psychology, and they say, well, but then why are they doing that? You're in a data company. So what's it that interests you about data from your psychology background?
Again, sort of the way the educational system works, you're not really introduced to data analysis until you're kind of halfway through a degree in a social science. So finding your passion for data analysis isn't really going to come unless you've kind of gone through that process of already studying something. That's the way I found my interest in data analysis, was sort of in my second year at university, being introduced to statistics and being able to work in R and analyse data kind of firsthand. You don't really encounter that until you've already begun studying in social science. So it's kind of a thing that is developed through having an interest in a particular area rather than me being interested in data analysis and then just pursuing that initially.
Yeah. What about you? So what interested you in the data and analytics side when you were doing your course?
So for me, I've always known that when it comes to that specific degree at University of Sussex, we will do some data analysis. So I didn't really do much before starting my degree, but I prepared myself mentally that are going to be numbers. I used to be really bad at maths, so I was quite scared, but I was also quite excited to learn some programming. So from the first year we've had modules in statistics, modules in programming, and I think what fascinated me about data analytics the most is that in those huge data sets with thousands of rows, you can actually come to very human conclusions. You can actually use those numbers to uncover something about psychology of people really, and how so many insights you can get out of it. And then there's something I didn't realize before. I didn't realize there's any data in psychology.
So I want to go back to last year in the internship, because I think a lot of people still come to me and say, we don't really understand what you do as a data company. And I probably still don't understand what we do as a data company. But as an intern last year, what did you do when you were here?
Yeah, so when I started, I was sort of immediately paired with a mentor and given a series of tasks that I could complete, kind of based off of what I did kind of during the interview process, kind of things I identified that I might be interested in improving on. So I was able to do a lot of work on stuff to do with like logistic regression. So that was kind of a method that I kind of made use of in my interview, and kind of saw, well, that maybe that's something I can explore going forward. So I was able to get the opportunity to use R to make a tutorial guide for people who are new to that method, and teaching them how to kind of use that in R, what it's for, and what kind of insights you can gain from it. And that's definitely experienced more in sort of the data consultancy side, where I'm kind of helping people understand how they can utilize data and how they can analyze it to gain insights that might be useful for them. And then I was able to work on a couple of other tasks as well, where I helped design dashboards, where again, another element of data analysis that I wasn't necessarily exposed to at university, where I was able to build on that and learn how to present data to people in a way that's useful to them, not what I think is necessarily useful. And then also kind of seeing again how some of the methods I'd learned at university are applied in marketing analysis. So looking at mixed media modeling and how that kind of relates to like linear regression models, and how that can be used to help people gain insights into their marketing budget and how best to utilize that, and what the impact that it's having on sort of different areas of their marketing strategies. So there's a lot of sort of components to the internship that I was able to gain a lot of experience from, building on things that I've already learned. And yeah.
Wonderful. And what about your internship? What did you feel the day-to-day was like?
I think it was very varied. I think it was a lot of hands-on practical tasks, and also a lot of learning. So I was paired with Laura. She was my mentor, and she taught me a lot about Python. Having only used R before, I was able to learn how to do basic and more sort of intermediate data analysis in Python, and it was really useful. I remember one task that I don't want to go into teaching, but I found it really fascinating to do. It was to create a lesson for, I think it was year 4 to year 5, on sort of data analysis in Python. And it was my first time using, sort of teaching resources and ChatGPT to plan a lesson and all that. And now my partner, he is doing sort of primary school teaching training. So now I can sort of help him with planning the lessons, and I know what it feels like, so it's pretty cool.
Well, rather him than me teaching primary school, to be quite honest with you. But yeah, good luck to him with that. And we're about to take on our next wave of interns for this year, which is kind of crazy, thinking that it's almost been a year since we did this for the first time, and now we're back doing it again. What advice would you give to our interns for this year, or even what advice would you give to yourself if you were doing it again, Alicia?
I think the biggest advice from me is to just go into the experience with very open mind. So be very open to learning everything that is offered to you. So for example, you specialize in Python, do take that time to learn a bit of R, or vice versa. Do take on tasks that you sort of wouldn't think that you would enjoy. Just try everything that the internship offers, definitely.
Charlie?
I was feel like the advice sounds almost the opposite. But you should be open-minded and try anything new, but I think you also have an idea of what you want to do as well, and kind of be proactive in pursuing that. There were things that I wanted to do going into the internship, and I had a clear vision of that, and so I was tried to make sure that those sorts of skills I wanted to develop, I had time to experience doing that on the internship. So if I was to go back again, I would kind of do that as well, but maybe even more so, like take time to think, what do I want to get out of this? What skills do I want to develop? Not just data skills, but any kind of skills relevant to your career. What do I want this internship to provide me going forward?
Great nuggets in there. Maybe not quite completely conflicting, but I think great bits of advice there for not just for our interns, but any interns going into their summer roles now. Well, it's been great catching up with both of you again. Just a little bit of fun for the end. Obviously, Datacove are a Brighton-based company. We love Brighton. We love supporting local. What's your favourite thing to do in Brighton, Alicia?
Definitely walking up the pier and back and seeing all the little things. Even though I've seen them thousands of times, I still very much enjoy doing that. Yeah.
Make sure you get your card. So
Yes,
you have to pay
yes, I
£1.
do have to do that. Yeah.
So do I. So does everybody. Charlie, what's your favourite thing to do?
I am a massive Brighton Hove Albion fan, so going up to the Amex to watch us play is probably my favourite thing to do here. Yeah. So.
Yeah, and views on this season just gone?
It's a bit disappointing, but it could have been a lot worse, I think. Yeah, but optimistic about next season.
Excellent. Well, I'm not a Brighton Hove Albion fan, but it's great to see the football buzz around the city. Let's end with a few just really fun, quick fire questions. So, obviously, being a data company, R or Python?
R.
R for me as well.
R, obviously. R. Sitting here in Platform 9, Hove Town Hall or Tower Point?
The Hove one for me. I love the bathrooms. They're really nice. So advanced. Yeah.
Never heard anyone use that reason before, Charlie.
I have to say Tower Point now that I'm working here, so yeah.
Absolutely. And then, obviously, burning question, Windows or Mac?
Windows. Fully.
Windows as well.
Of course it is. You've heard it here first, it's all about R and Windows.
Yes.
Great. Well, thanks very much, guys.
Yeah, thank
and
you.
We'll have to catch up again soon and see where it's going a year on from now.
Great.
Definitely. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Awesome.